Hello, beautiful Hammahs and Hammettes. Welcome to the 7th episode of Chin Up and Hammah Down. I'm your host, Richard Bell.
KaLo Soto.
John Burton.
And today we got a very special guest in the house, a living legend, I would put. His name is Vincent, other known as DYNO, leader of Sudden Rush, founder of KaLo Fest, and tattooing and metal engraving, poker, all kinds. We'll get into that. Thank you, my brother. I really appreciate you coming out.
Thank you for having me.
It's been an honor, my man. And yeah, we'll just jump right into it. And first off, I want to say how grateful I am for you to be here, and not only be here, but to be in my life. For you out there, Shane, he's been in my life for some years now. And to be honest, I can't remember how we even connected, but I don't think it was the Shack Boys, maybe KaLo.
I picked you up one day. You were on your way to work.
Yeah.
I was working at Taco Bell, walking the kite, and I was what?
Take me? Yeah, that's right.
I think with fire.
Yeah.
On the way to the kite, drop you off, stone, freaking.
Work was much easier.
Yes.
I think that's the first time I recall meeting you.
Yes,
and then at Kimo's in Panayama,
Yeah.
we used to hang out over there too.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one, but growing up listening to your music, it's just, one of my favorite ones was Pure Aloha. I put that on, I'm jamming, I'm in it, I'm in the mode. I can, the whole back end where you do down to Hawaiian Homeboy, BT, I got all the lyrics down, I love that. And to have you as, somebody in my life that I see consistently, and to even be honored to come on and do this with us, it really means a lot, my man.
Right
So,
on, bro.
thank you
It's a
very
really
much.
beautiful team, man. So,
Yeah.
stick with it.
So, we're going to jump into that, and, you're the, how many people make up Sudden Rush?
The core of Sudden Rush is and has always been KaLo, KaLo Richards, myself, and of course Robert Onikia, Radical Rob.
Nice.
And to this day, even with this last project, all four of us are on this album. We were working on the album before KaLo Fest, so there's one more album to go. Yeah, we get some new stuff coming out soon.
Yeah, new. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, I personally got to hear a little bit, and I ain't gonna say no more. Fire. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm excited.
Fire.
So how did you guys come up with the name Sudden Rush? Let me take that back. What got you in and the rest of your crew into the music industry? Like me, I never know nothing. I went to Taco Bell, doing all these kind of jobs, and I didn't have the talent that you do, or even plenty of people get talent, but they don't have that next.
Honestly, I think there's a lot of talent out there. Here on the Big Island alone, there's a lot of really talented artists. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm I can name a lot of guys who are far more talented than me. I think right time, right place.
Nice.
Yeah. God's hand, God's plan.
So did you used to play in school or?
Lucky. In high school, we were already getting into it. House parties and stuff like that. We would go in and spike the mic and see if we could get the party hype, and we had fun doing that. It was something that we really enjoyed doing. I think that's gotta be at the core of your why for any artist. First of all, you really gotta love what you're doing. I think that's a huge part of being successful. When you love what you're doing, you're willing to put in the extra time. You're willing to do whatever it takes, whatever that is.
Yeah.
To make it happen. It's your why is what drives you. It's what motivates you. So, I think for us was kind of an easy path. I think I met KaLo. We did a show at the county fair. We entered the talent show at the county fair. We ended up we won that, and then
Damn, as your first gig and talent show at the fair?
yeah,
That's huge, that's a lot of people.
and then Ethan Malomota, a very good friend of mine, his own rec shop in Prince Cleo Plaza. This is back in the early 90s. He approached us and asked us if we would be interested in doing an album, and he suggested we get together with KaLo, and we did, and 2 weeks later we had 8 songs, and we were on our first tour. We went to Sand Island on Oahu,
Action.
Kauai. We did Coconut Island, actually one nighttime hip hop concert on Coconut Island with DJ Quick, Fifth Ward Boys, Ghetto Boys, Boss, Bushwick Bill. Yeah.
That must have been insane, just fully.
Dude,
It's crazy. My first thought was parking.
Oh
I thought all those people, I'm like, oh, where they went to park? Like, well, that must have been epic.
It was good.
Yeah, because when we go on the beach, it's already hard to get into the Coconut Island. Nighttime event too.
Yeah, that must have been killers.
Yeah.
Coconut Island at night.
That's mean. So yeah, it clicked right away. When you
We got lucky. Yeah, we got lucky. Everything happened pretty quickly. And then if you take a look at the catalog there, when we did Nation on the Rise, I think it was 3 years after that we released Kue, and then 5 years after that we released and yeah, it introduced us to a lot of things, a lot of good, at the same time some really heavy, the other side of the kite.
Yeah, the other side of the coin.
industry, it comes with a lot of temptation. I mean, drugs for sure. We did a lot of drugs back in the day.
Yeah, the whole crew was just lit. Boom.
Yeah.
Nah, like you said, it comes with
young and living that life.
rockstar life,
Living
pretty
that
much.
life,
I
just
mean,
traveling and
Having
young,
fun
fun, and
now.
free. Yeah. So, yeah, I think the kind. It was definitely cause for some trials and tribulations. Over the years, we went through a lot of stuff as individuals and as a group. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful for all of it.
yeah, every moment of it, the good and the bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you did a concert here and a wall on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I know you've been to the mainland. When was that first leap? Like, what was that? How'd you get that opportunity to make that leap?
Shit, I can't even remember what our first mainland trip was. Yeah, it's kind of all over. We're talking about the last 25 years.
Yeah, you've been
did
yeah.
a lot of drugs.
Yeah, I went deep in the cookie pot. I dig deep in the cookie pot. I was like,
oh yeah.
but yeah, you've been traveled to the mainland and shared the journey. Have you been out of country?
Nothing that requires a passport.
Nothing like yeah.
Yeah. I had the opportunity to go to New Zealand. Last minute, I don't know, chicken shed. Chicken shed, I pulled out. Yeah. And like I kind of regret that,
Not seeing
At the
the
same time, everything there was also a reason that I felt I needed to be home. So
right.
God's plan, God's time. Yeah.
Do you were your out of state concerts better than at home? Did you notice a difference in the crowd? Because I know there's a lot of locals up in the mainland.
A lot of times when we go to the States, looks like a local crowd.
Like why?
Yeah. You can find a lot of the local people from those areas will come out, and of course you can see a lot of the kind, a lot of
Some randoms.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the core of it and those who are really into it, front and center, are that's the kind. That's home. Make you feel like home, even though you're not.
That's what's up.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember one of my favorite concerts that I seen you do was right actually P3's behind the mall. It was a fundraiser, I think, for something. But you, KaLo, he was on stage, and we had that goofy stuff, Shack Boys at the time, and he was like, shout out Shack Boys, and oh man, that was such a good time, just such good memories, and it's amazing what music can bring to others. Like I said, I grew up on your music, and I mean, I enjoyed my childhood because of it. Cutting the grass every day, picking up the leaves every day. Like I got you on the radio with that Pure Loa album, and I was jamming. Like so that vibe that music is. I think that it must be a blessing to see and share.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think for me, and you know, it's almost cliche because you hear it all the time, and you don't know what you got until it's gone. And I think even with KaLo, there's a lot of things that I don't think I realized, a lot of things that I took for granted while he was here, you know. Yeah, shit. Sorry, what the
Yeah.
No, yeah, okay, so
he's on mute.
yeah,
Yeah, like I said, I heard the stuff earlier. I got chicken skin, just his music and
yeah. So yeah. In hindsight, I think understanding now the influence that Southern Rush had or has on our culture, on Hawaiian language, the role that KaLo played in all of that. You know, like sometimes we lose focus, we lose sight of why we do what we do, and I'm thankful to have had that time with him. I'm thankful to have had him shape who I am in regards to my understanding of my history, my culture, wrongs that were committed here, and it's something I think we still, you know, we were up on the mountain and fighting over. Through our music, we will continue to to motivate and educate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, because I mean, we'll forever have him in our music. I mean, you listen to him, and the Olelo is, it was more than music. Now that you know, it was painting that Olelo to Hawaii and showing what had happened, and you know, to wake up, rise up, and stop. You know what? Yeah, and that's heavy. And that's, I guess I never even realized that till right now, at this moment myself. You know, I hear him singing, you know, and it's heavy. Now that he's gone, I take it even more. But to understand that you can go back and just listen and learn so much from just listening to music.
He kept us grounded, for sure. You know, we come from the 90s. That's gangster rap. I just saw this thing that blew my mind last night. Us talking about the 90s, yeah, is like us 90s kids talking about the 60s. I thought
Just such a
last
change.
night that blew my mind. Holy shit, that's a lot of time. I'm getting old, but we come from the gangster rap era. You know, things were hard, or hard back then, and I think KaLo really kept us grounded. You know, back then one of the big things was keeping it real.
Mm-hmm.
So staying true to self and to the place that you live, and that's kind of what came out of our music. Was the story of Hilo, right? That we live here, you know. So I think he had a huge role in regards to where our content went, because me and Caleb, we used to write some crazy shit.
He was all that gangster rap, moving on.
Not necessarily gangster, just you know, like not Southern Rush for sure, just different.
More personal kind of.
Just
the
wild
message.
wild,
Yeah.
not that way,
He's fucking legend. So I don't want to get into that. What did you start doing? You started rapping before you started getting into songs. Was there someone that got you into rapping, like someone you like You said the gangster rap, was it like Ice Cube?
Rap
or-
music from when I was a kid. I used to listen to
Just had it because like my friend Kyle at school, he'd sit on the bleachers with Will, and we know they just got it. I mean, they got skills. You know what I mean? Did you know right away, like, oh, this is I'm a badass?
KaLo is, in my opinion, one of the dopest MCs out of the islands. Period.
Let's go, Kyle.
Yeah, so.
For real.
No, I would agree, definitely.
Yeah, when we were kids, okay, it was just like I said, it's something that we enjoyed doing. So I would write, I would write raps that I could recite. And, we would freestyle a lot, freaking light one up, put a beat on in the car, door open, just circle up and smoke and just
see
fire.
what
That's
happens.
what's up.
Yeah, sometimes okay. I mean, like, we would try, and go as long as we could, just fire as long as you could, and if it sounded like you sleeping, somebody will
Jump in.
Back you up,
and
yeah.
go fire. And got to the point where we could all kill the whole beat, just
going, no doubt.
and then the whole 3 minutes just freestyle, So when you're active, I think when you're doing it a lot, and we were doing it a lot back then, we never have too much to do outside of meet up, night time,
Right.
smoke some joints and put a beat on and do that. That was our thing. We did that regularly, So I think we got good at it, and then just stuck with it. I think I think we were structuring songs long before I had the chance to record, Hammah, on Hammah.
Yeah.
Like the first public performance was KaLo, cousin Alfred and myself at Pacific. KaLo guys actually performed as part of the East Coast Boys that night. Yeah, so Christopher won, KaLo was in the crowd that night, but we were writing full songs, long before we had the opportunity to record. When we first started recording, our first demo was dual tape deck, cassette recorder,
The cassette's got to press stop and record.
mic, and a little hook on the ceiling. The beam, we're in the basement, so we hang the mic.
Yes,
And the mic,
Yeah.
I love that.
ready instrumental, okay, ready, boom, record, and then perform the song. So from start to finish, instrumental go, we perform the song, and then it records it onto the other.
One tape playing the
So
beat.
that was our first demo. That's how we recorded our first demo. We had to perform the whole song live. And shit, that was good shit.
That was
When we were done recording those, like, I couldn't wait to play that for somebody,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that first feeling like playing for a live crowd and just hearing that uproar of excitement and the holes? I mean, I'm sure that's many people's dream to
Believe it or not,
experience that.
I have a fear of public speaking.
No way. Oh shit.
I kind of shy
Damn,
away
yeah.
from the cameras, and I don't know, like it's not really
The
my
live,
places
like-
where I really enjoyed, really appreciate having KaLo there. Yeah, we would perform. He was the guy that
The front,
you go
yeah.
talk, you go take up all the space in between, pace back and forth, and get, just wait for the next track. We were there I just wanted to perform. I love performing. Get nervous every time. 10 people, 10,000 people, doesn't matter. I get nervous. Yeah, and I think the bigger the show, it's actually easier when it's a big show because there's a lot of energy there. Nervous, when it's small crowd and that kind, there's not a lot of energy. You gotta bring the energy.
Yeah.
For example, that's where you got a lot of nervous energy, and shit, the way I like to put it is that's what build up, as you're preparing. preparing for your time on stage. Our more nervous energy stores up, and then you get up there and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. I remember you
just fly it
guys
back, and it's
jamming on that.
reciprocated. Yeah,
Yeah.
the crowd will give back, and it makes you want to give more. And you know,
Yeah, that's awesome. What's the biggest crowd, or like, have you in Southern Rush done like not arenas, but like Pothole is a lot. I don't know, that's easy 10,000 people right there.
Yeah.
between the Olalea and Reggae on the River, those will probably be the two biggest.
Is that a Maui one? I'm unfamiliar with that
Reggae on
one.
the River is California,
Mm.
the Rio River in California. It's 3 days of reggae.
Oh snap! That must bring a big crowd.
It's like that was one hell of an experience coming down to Garden, you're going through. You're looking down into the valley, and it looks like subdivision. Yeah, like this huge subdivision down there. You see all of these lights and stuff, and yeah, when you get down, you realize that it's just the valley no nothing, you know. But for that weekend,
It's full up.
yeah,
Concessions,
people can't be
bands.
like Reggae on the River. The concert is this, but the event is so much more than that. There's a whole other world outside. Yeah,
That must be. I mean, are you going to be doing any more touring? Is Southern Rush going to be doing any more like little things or?
Southern Rush will never perform again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one more album from Southern Rush, because it is still the kind. You know, we started recording this album with Rob. KaLo is there. Caleb was gone for a long time, and Caleb's back. He's on the album. He's been firing. So it's everything that a Southern Rush album should be.
Yeah.
But without KaLo, we cannot call that Southern Rush.
I respect that.
So yes, I think the kind, if COVID allows it, we will get back on the road one more time. I'm not interested in going back to gigging, but do another tour, you know.
Yeah.
Do another tour as Kanakas United. So that was another one of KaLo's ideas, yeah, Kanakas United. So kind of like what we did with the Aloha tour, more than just Southern Rush. We do some Southern Rush stuff, but really showcasing the talent that we have around us. Just the band that we had playing with us for years, there's a lot of talent there. You know, Kahea Rosehill, who along with Grant Kawa is lead singer for Mixture. Sonny, who played keys for us, is the lead singer of Boom Draw.
Yeah.
You know, Avery, our drummer, was with the KK Boys, and he's one hell of a vocalist in his own right. So,
Yes.
and then of course Isaac Ikakamai, yeah, he's a utility man. The guy is very talented musician. He could hop around, so made it easy for guys to move around and interchange, so that different guys can be up front. And I think that was one of the I feel like one of the most entertaining shows that I ever had the chance to be a part of, because of how well-rounded the set was. Not just one straight powwow of Southern Rush, but some Southern Rush stuff, and you know, all of this. The genres change, yeah, and that's when you get those real peaks and valleys. You swing, you know, and take people on a ride. It's entertaining, yeah, and
Yeah,
I think people that kind. I mean, I'm one of them, like ADHD, you know,
Same.
hard to stay that kind, focus sometimes. So I think when a show moves like that, it makes it more entertaining, you know, and makes it where people that kind stay connected, stay tuned.
Jam-packed with talent, everybody is.
Is there anything else you want to ask? I got a whole bunch of stuff I can spit out.
I like that song.
Yeah, I personally got like I said, I got a little bit of the stuff outside by Instant Chicken Skin, so I cannot wait for that. I mean, I'm super excited. But, and I really appreciate that you know, like how you said, you showcase other artists. And you know, you give everyone their spotlight. It's not just us. We, you know, we didn't make it here alone. And I say with my business, you know, I didn't make it out with these guys and all the other Hammahs and Hammettes that I've hired. You know, and it's nice to get everyone their spotlight so they can have their opportunity to grow. You know, Brother John's been endeavoring doing some building projects and taking his own business in his way while still working for the company. And same thing with him. He's going to start his own landscaping business. You know, and to take off. And kind of like how you're saying, Sonny does the keys for you guys and the vocal, like to multiple, you know, and give them the spotlight. And I enjoy that, you know. So kind of I'm giving you guys your spotlight now, you know. So and I will continue. So it's nice to push people forward.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, what for the upcoming artist or you know someone that's really, like, music is their passion. They know that this is what they want to do. It's not about the payment or anything. Is there any steps that they can take that you've learned? Like I've learned many things in my business that I can share with him to save him at least a year of time of just things I've learned. Is there any tips or any tidbits that you think you know
for artists who are trying to
to
get
just
into the music industry?
yeah to get in? Like, what steps should they take? Should they just be brave and take that step?
I think
or do they need to go to a certain school and take a class? I'm sure
yeah,
that's
I
not
think
it.
kind like so in regards to the music industry, and really I think it's something that is not specific to music. I think with any art, you want to do it a lot. You want to continue to hone and perfect your craft. Yeah, you want to create a lot. If it's music, you want to make a lot of different songs. You know, like not everything you create is going to be a hit. The more you create, the more likely you are to you know stumble up on some gems.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think the
Repetition.
most important thing has to be your desire to do that. It has to be rooted in your passion, because that's the only thing that's gonna push you to put in that kind of time, you know. So
Yeah.
I think if you have that passion and you're willing to do whatever it takes, then you will find a way. Really, right now is I think one of the greatest times for any artist to try and make a mark, because the playing field right now is about as level as it has ever been.
Yeah, no doubt.
Without live performances, we all have the same tools, same platform. You guys got social media, you guys got a phone, you guys can shoot some video, you know what I mean? Like, we all have access to the same tools and platform. So, yeah, I think this is a great time. It just becomes a matter of, I think it's smart to duplicate what you see work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about those videos. Think about the kind of content that grabs you when you're scrolling. You know,
Yeah.
what makes you tune in and pay attention to those things. You know, success is a kind. A new thing for a lot of people, but not necessarily a new thing. And the reason I say that is in a lot of cases, you can follow suit, yeah? Look at what someone else has done,
Yeah.
yeah? Follow the kind. A lot of times the blueprint is there.
It's set.
You
Yeah.
know? So, with the universe of information that we have at our fingertips, you know, there's so much information there that really the kind, that's what it comes down to, is how much time are you willing to put into what it is that you want to achieve, you know. And I think it becomes realistic when you set a goal, and it becomes a goal when you start formulating a plan that helps you get there.
Yeah, totally.
Identifying the steps that you need to take to reach a certain goal. You can set short-term goals, and I'm strong believer in the 3, 5, 10 year plan.
The plans,
You know,
yeah.
understanding where you want to be, yeah, what it is that you want to be doing. And it's not restricted to, something that long term. It can be, short term stuff in the next few months. What do I want to accomplish? So with the music now, trying to keep everything on the timeline, yeah, means making sure we get all of these moving pieces, yeah, to
fit, yeah,
get
in time
what we
too.
need done in order to meet this date so that we can, week by week stay on our timeline for all the rest of the content. But it starts with understanding where we want to release, what we want to do the weeks prior, yeah, and then making sure we have all of the content to the kind. So that's like a short-term thing, but it's something that starts months in advance, planning work, just so that you can do that sprint, and life in a lot of ways is like that. You commit to something, commit to preferably a dream, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you really want to do? Freaking anybody can get a job, but that's
Yeah, that's something that
job is what pays you.
I think
Way too hard, we'll take
we're gonna have to talk
right?
more. I mean, I can back everything you just said in my own personal goals. I mean, when I started this company, I looked up, or I paid attention to every big company that was out there, BYM, Ashton's Landscape, and countless others. Like, I looked what was working and also what didn't. Like, you gotta learn, like, okay, this wasn't working, this is gonna work. Like I said with the videos, what catches your attention? Okay, people like these, okay, this is what's gonna do this. And then even with the goals, I mean, I had a goal, I had a daily goal, a monthly goal, and a yearly goal. I didn't have the 3, 5, and the 10. And my goal was a daily, I need to do this a day. By the end of the month, I have to have this. And by the end of the year, I'm gonna own this, this, and this. And that's true. What he said is true. I mean, you find that success plan and you stick on it, you put the time in, whether it be music or anything. And that's me. Yeah, everything you said is like perfect. That's exactly. And nobody told me these things, and that's why I'm glad we're having this conversation, so other people out there will understand.
I watched you
without experiencing it
from the beginning. When you were just getting started. I think the thing that stands out for me, from the outside looking in, is that chin up, hammer down.
Yes,
For real, your mentality.
I've taken L's.
Spirit, the human spirit is a powerful thing, So, being able to see the positive in every day, being able to appreciate the small things, in every day, I think is that is happiness. I believe is something is having someone to share it with.
Yeah.
Happiness is having someone to share it with. But I think it's rooted in being able to appreciate the simple things in life.
I remember you asked me that one day, and it kind of caught me off guard. It's like, hey, Rich, when did it all click for you? And I kind of was like, shucks, I don't know. I mean, I've been in hard struggles, and I know what it's like to not have anything really. And so, like, that daily appreciation, just thankful to be, conversating with people, working and employing people. I mean, yeah, I'm so grateful, and that means a lot. That's what stands out. Yeah, that's cool. Chin up and hammer down. Let's go. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the succession plan you all can take, and that's something that wasn't told to me. I mean, no one told me these things, and I hope that it helps, whoever's wanting to take this and run with it.
Believe in your dreams, and then believe in yourself enough to go after it.
Yes.
It took me 27 years to figure that out. 28. But anyway, other than you're much more talented than just the music. You do a lot more things right now. Tattoos is another one of your passions. You want to talk about some tattoos? I can bring it up in the video after and show the fans at home who already don't know the main work you do.
Tattoos is.
I'll go out by saying my personal favorite. Again, outside looking in, your portraits are just phenomenal. I mean,
Hammah.
it's one thing to do a tattoo, but to do a portrait, it's gotta be precise, exact, and you nail it, my brother. You nail it. And I've been wanting to come to you for a portrait for a while with my cousin Hoku, but I scared the needles again. I don't even like get tattoos anymore. But if I ever do, I know we talked about doing the sleeve, and I can get the courage, and we're gonna do it. But well, what is your preferable tat? Like something, if someone brings you a picture, or you know, do you do those? Is it all freehand?
I try not to do other artists' designs. I like to use real pictures as much as possible. Kind of piece together, you know, a design using real pictures. If I want a line, I'm not gonna go look for someone's interpretation of what a line is supposed to look like. We'll find the right line.
Right. Speaking of line, yeah, you just posted that one the other day. That thing is just so precise. I don't know how you get such great detail.
A lot of practice. Yeah. Hobby. It's a hobby. Tattoos really for me. It's a hobby. It's something that I tried to do as a job at one point, and
Oh, that's beautiful.
you know,
Some better D.
tattoos. Okay.
Oh, no kidding.
You
I think so.
Yes, sir.
I think so.
it's linear. Yeah. You work one time, you get paid one time. You know. So.
Linear, yeah. What? I like how you put that. It's not residual.
Residual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a deep conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get into that. But yeah.
No, yeah. So. I really enjoyed doing tattoos when I started working at the shop, and it became what I was.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you used to work at the Native Flesh, and
Yeah. When it became what I was doing, it became work. You know, kind of took the fun out of it, and that's where it changed for me. I think I took a couple years off.
yeah.
After that, I stopped doing tattoos, and I'm not really booking appointments, but I still do today. And one of my friends come and we've been working on a sleeve for quite some time, so I'll try and accommodate, you know, those that I've been working with, but not really looking to do a lot of tattoos right now. It's like I said, it's a hobby, something that I enjoy doing. So I like the kind.
Well, TOI limited. Now you got whoever get a melody is limited.
Yeah.
Well, it was always limited, and it's you know, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's action. Well, other than that, you also do what do you call it? Dremeling, metal engraving. Is that another hobby, or is that something you do on as a side hustle?
Hobby. It's all the things that we do to avoid working a regular job.
Yeah,
is,
your work is beautiful.
It's the hustle.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's killers.
Yeah, your work. I mean, the detail is
I mean, look at that. That is just.
yeah, the fire. Yeah, and then the last thing is you know, you're the founder of KaLo Fest. You wanna, for those, I'm sure everyone already familiar with it, but
So KaLo Fest is an event that we started to honor my father.
yeah.
Yeah. I kind of grew up on the track. My dad guys used to do the concessions from when I was a kid. The motorcycle club would do the concessions, and we would go run around the track and watch these guys race. So we spent a lot of time there growing up, and before my father died, we would do the concessions with the club we have now. Yeah, and I got a pretty fast bike, you know.
You see, that was modest.
I wanted to go try, you know. So one night we were doing the concession, and I heard them calling outlaws. Yeah, so anybody could go race.
Yes,
Yeah, oh, I like the kite. So I said, perk up, listening to the kite. I said, look, Mama. Oh, I think I'm gonna go. I turned around like that. My father was standing right there, was watching me. Hey, don't even fucking think about it. I'm telling you right now, better not catch you on that bike on that track. Okay. So, yeah, I did it. But I always wanted to race. I always wanted to kite. Yeah, one of my dreams is to build a Harley fast enough to eat all these street bikes.
Yes, little chopper.
One day.
Yeah. That too, yeah, you bikes.
Yeah, I wanted to race. You know, I always thought it would be a cool idea for us guys to be able to come off the street and race with the kite. We ride around town, race with each other, you know.
And in a safer environment and
Yeah.
with the public, yeah.
Right.
And
So, being that my father was, you know, a biker, he was construction. Yeah, we decided to kind make it a drag racing event, added some entertainment, and we really enjoy doing it. It's again going back to the why. Yeah, it's during those times where you get to have those conversations with the uncles where they get to tell their stories, you know, and time to remember. Yeah, time to have those conversations and tell those stories, and really that's what it was for, was to keep his name alive. Yeah, that was my superhero.
Yeah.
You know, my father is he's part of the reason I am who I am today. You know, we want is a large part of my life, you know. But yeah, she was a kind. It was a good man.
Yeah, that's awesome. So y'all, I mean, being with COVID, I know that messed everything up. Is there plans of it coming again this year, or is it another year off because of?
Yeah.
I know it takes a lot of planning. So you also have been there. This guy works his ass off, so that event can be put up. I mean, and it's a KaLo festival, and it is a festival. I mean, all of Hilo's up in that place. Keep people from other islands. I mean, Kona. You put together something
a lot of
massive.
Good support.
Yeah,
it's definitely not something that the kind. Yeah, it's a community effort.
It's a bunch of
It's not something
not
that
just
I
plenty sponsors.
Take credit for. You know, my family is really very supportive. I have 5 sisters, you know, who get kids or get my nieces, you know, plenty help just our family. HDRL, Keith Aguiar Ohana, and the Hawaii Drag Racing group, you know, they've always been very supportive. Kevin Benavides, Benny's Toy has been my ace in the hole when it comes to the KaLo Fest. Nobody helps me more on the track than that guy. So yeah, definitely a community effort. It takes a lot of support. Our sponsors too. Over the years, we've had a lot of good sponsors who have stepped up and really helped us to do that event at the scale that we do. You know, so thankful for the support we've got over the years for that too. And I do believe that a lot of that is because of who my father was too. Yeah. My father was a kind. Like I said, he was a good man. He was a kind. He was a radical. You know, when we were younger, like a lot of us were kind. But and that's the thing. You know, with my pops, I grew up. I hear all kinds of stories about the legend that he used to be, and I'll tell you straight up, there was no greater reason to respect my dad than for the man that he was in the end. Yeah, how loving the guy he was, how sensible, like just the kind. It was different. You know, I grew up hearing about that guy. Like I said, the animal, and in the end, he was just a kind, wise man, a kind. You know, so thankful to the kind. I've had my time with him there in the end too. Thankful for the kind, the club. Yeah, that's riding motorcycle was kind of what brought us back together. Yeah, so yeah.
Action, I love it. That's action.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So whenever this COVID crap shut down, I'm sure it'll come back again, and when it does,
hopefully next year
it'll be broadcasted. But yeah. And then the last thing I was going to talk about is this right here. And before the episode, I don't know, I'm glad we kept it together so well, because Brother Shane even having this sweeties right here, hard to function.
Blasted.
Right, yeah. He was outside, we finished one, and it was like, just hard to.
Now wondering if maybe I shouldn't have smoked before I came in, because I stay all over the place.
I know, and I was looking at you, I was like, come on, Richard, focus, you got this.
Told you ADHD, I got the guy.
Me too.
I get the ADHD too. That's why I like doing so many different things in the business, not just the same every day.
Yeah, there's nothing that kind, honestly, there is nothing wrong with the kind, with that.
Yeah.
You get good at a lot of things.
Oh, it's a blessing.
You're in
That I can
this
do.
line. Oh, I still okay.
I can do so much.
That's why you don't want to straight say, yeah, I will okay.
Nah,
No more.
gee.
No more.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
Anyway, so Brother Shane and is going to be releasing this new thing called Highly Recommended, and what it is I mean, you want to go ahead and share a little tidbits on that, or we keeping that on the
Very
rise?
similar to what you're doing here. Yeah. We had the good fortune of being able to get some support from Big Island Grow, our favorite dispensary here on the Big Island. Irene Hawaii, of course, has always been supportive of everything that we do, so thankful for that. But the concept for Highly Recommended is basically to showcase the people, places, and things that make our home special.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we start off every episode by putting the high in Highly Recommended, of course, with some flowers again. Your favorite dispensary, Big Island Grow.
Yeah, Mahalas BIG.
Yeah, so whoever our guest is, yeah, we roll up and smoke the kind, smoke some flowers. We try some different strains from the dispensary, and then give it an honest review.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it.
And yeah, fire, and then we talk the kind, talk music, talk about what they've got on the market now, what we can hope to hear from them in the near future, and
Yeah.
yeah, follow a little bit there, and then we'll go and support some local businesses. Yeah, so we did with Drew Daniels, we did some of his music stuff, and then what they do over at the dispensary. We had Kahane boy, William Kahane, Brother Wills from One Rhythm come in, and yeah, he's super talented kid, but yeah, we did our thing at Isles, and then we went over to So Juicy, talk stories with Quite Chang.
Nice.
Sick.
So yeah, it's gonna be more of that. I think I want to do some outdoor stuff, some zip line and some ATV tours or something.
Nice.
We take guys and just holo for the day, go trip. Have fun with it. Just walk out and
Yeah, see, that's good.
enjoy the kind,
Yeah.
enjoy life here at home. And I think the kind. I think a lot of people here need to see the kind. Yeah, what's available. I think we take for granted a lot of times. Gotta take into consideration, people fly from all over the world
To come in here.
to come over here
Yeah.
and just go look around. You know what I mean? Just go look at trees, look at flowers, like look at the ocean, all the things that we take for granted. We see them every day, but there's so much to do right here at home. Yeah, the zip lines, the tours, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't gotta be
Hikes.
from someplace else to go
Yeah.
enjoy a tour, like a Fukushima tour guide tour. Guys, pick them up from the pier and stuff
take
like
them
that.
down.
Like, hey, Kotakai, go take a staycation. Go. They have a Jurassic zip line in Kona. Like.
Oh, snap. I
Go
didn't
stay
know
out
that
there,
right now.
eat out back, or a kind. There's just so much stuff to do here at home, and I think it's important that we do what we can to be supportive of the businesses that make up the place that we live.
Yeah, that's awesome. See, again, just taking, your stature or your place. I don't know. Maybe I'm wording this wrong, but you're of some. You're not just an average KaLo person. You're a living legend. You have this platform, and you're bringing it. You're bringing in Big Island Grow. You're giving them business. You're bringing out local artists and showing them, and then you're supporting local businesses. And I think that's something really special. I mean, I seen you had a little demo, or I seen it on something one day, and I think it looks dope. I can't wait for that to come out. It's going to be, a lot more entertaining than what I have here, or we have here.
Same thing.
But it looks pretty exciting, and I can't wait. And you got so many things rolling, the ADHD, like You just get them so many things going, but they're all hits, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but yeah, anyway, we wanna thank you very much, Brother Shane, for coming out and spending your time, you know, and sharing your experiences. Is there any last thing you want to share with the fans out there? Maybe they stay tuned, I guess, to his.
Well, we're looking at April 30th for the release of the first the first two singles off of the forthcoming album Ku'uko'a. Yeah, we'll be starting promotions very soon, and we'll be putting the first three albums back on the market. The first three projects actually haven't been available since the early 2000s, so putting back on the market. Go follow Sudden Rush on Spotify. Mahalo para Ryan Hirooka for sharing your manao with me. That was huge. Yeah, definitely shaped the way that we're attacking this new marketing strategy. So thank you for that.
Nice. Another legend. Like to have you on? Let me know. Please,
Yes,
I'll contact you. Guys, and I love this. It was
Really good.
We've done some great. I love forever Canadian soccer songs. Just sing what we're doing. Yeah. But yeah, stay tuned, and we'll put the Instagram, KaLo Fest and Sudden Rush Nation is the two you.
Sudden Rush Nation. Yeah.
Sudden Rush Nation. Yeah. So yeah, I'll put the Sudden Rush Nation plug up, and go follow them and stay tuned for the upcoming music. I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'm giggy inside. But yeah, thank you again, Brother Shane, and we're gonna get into this present day events real quick. Apparently Mauna Loa, plenty of earthquakes, guys. So keep on the report out for that. We don't know what's going on there. I sure hope. I don't think it'll erupt, but bro, what if Mauna Loa erupt?
I ain't gonna think about that.
Bruh,
Let's
what
just
if
keep it where it's at right now.
That would be action. And then if anybody wants to rent cars, I know plenty of guys get their stimulus. They're trying to rent all kind of cars and go Mauna Kea and Kona, do whatever it is. You're gonna be disappointed because they're backed up a month. They're calling it Carmageddon, apparently. They got in this swamp, but that's good because the rental industry is swamped. That means we get many tourists back on the island. I've been taking my dad to the airport. He's been having some doctors in Vegas and whatnot. And I tell you right now, the airport is pumping with people. So money's coming back into the island, guys. Good news for that. And
Buy like 5 or 6 Honda Civics and be like, I'm renting, come check me out.
right, for real. Alright. And the last segment, what baffles Bell, and I'm gonna bring up the email here now. Check this one out. We got off of work, we was driving back 40th. We seen the biggest pothole I've ever seen in my life.
Let's
Watch
see.
this, up 40.
Biggest, I seen in a wall where they
They said they
had
go inside and what? Guarantee stop.
But my
I was
Titan.
someplace in Hilo and had on Fat One too, and I was driving nighttime.
No, boy, this one
Right.
guarantee broke your whole front end.
Hey, this one too.
Racking pinions, everything.
But I seen in a wall where they was planting banana trees. So the county gotta come through the potholes because get banana trees in the streets. So anyway, I seen, come on, don't be doing this to me now.
Yeah, let's see it. That was a crazy one.
Bro, the thing is
Actually,
so
I was
classic.
on Hawaiian Acres, bro. It's the pothole I seen is on Hawaiian Acres, right
Yeah.
past Namdem's house. And
Oh,
last
no,
minute, I seen him, and I dodged him.
Let me see.
That sucker was huge. At least the front of my Civic fit inside
It
him.
didn't send through. Fail.
Yeah.
It's on my phone. Well, I'll put it on the end of the video, you can see it. But bruh, this thing, it was a hole. If my Titan went in, it would take off my front bumper. It was like 2.5, 3 feet deep. I could put my hip in the hole.
Oh.
Mean.
Amazing.
And somebody put one stalk of trees inside of it. I sent it to the email. I don't know why it's not popping up. Of course. TD. Difficulties, of course. But bruh, it was unreal. I'll show you guys when we stop the video. Nuts. But anyway, thank you again, Brother Shane. I really appreciate your time and
Yes.
sharing your manao with us and everyone that wants to soak up the knowledge. So, yeah, we here at Chin Up, Hammah Down, thank you, and stay blessed, guys, no matter what life has in store. God always has your back, and everything happens for a reason. You know, you fall down, you scrape your knee, just chin up and Hammah down. You need it. Let's go, guys.
Yes.
Have a good day. Alright, now to toss my sauce. Came back for this because, well, it's fun to do. So we're going to get right up into it. And I'm first, so leg out, gentlemen.
Looking like you about to cry because you didn't get LeBron's autograph.
Oh, fuck it.
Looking like you about to cry because you didn't get AD's autograph. Come on, you ass.
He looking like Mr. Rogers with a Lakers hat.
No, Mr. Rogers. Oh no. R.I.P. I think he died. Wait, look at this fresh boy. I'm swagged out. Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh no. Look like you're trying to be the white,
The Hawaiian Pee Wee Herman.
Oh damn!
That's what I thought you was talking about, man. That's what I was thinking. You fucker. Alright, that's enough of me. That's enough of me.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Damn. That's so scream because I was thinking too. Watch this guy come on and pee me Herman. Speaking of our Herman.
Burnt out.
Oh shit!
Fresh off under. Oh boy.
He looked like he stole that shirt off his
that
neighbor's
fool.
line.
With the ashtray hole in the shirt. You ain't hide it. You should have hit your shot.
Big Island tee, but he ain't wearing no shoes.
No shoes. Oh, bare bottoms.
Bare bottoms
With that slip of tan.
I knew I was missing that pants.
Oh, you looking like Ninja Turtles with them feet, bro. They wet.
My jeans is a little longer, so they kind of went underneath. So.
But them jeans look like they go right past your toes if you stood up straight. Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah.
It's the denim socks.
Denim socks. That's that new exclusive. Where can we find these at? Walmart?
Nah, you can't find that.
Ross? Where I can find these? What's the secret? Just six sizes bigger.
You gotta get it on Amazon.
Alright, and last but not least.
Oh, I'm back in the game.
Oh, large and in charge, brother John. Look, I'm back in the game.
Yes, sir.
Oh, upgraded. Upgraded in the game, but downgraded in the shirt.
Bah!
I said I gave you them running kicks, though. You be running.
Yeah.
Running backwards, son, with that hip. You're like,
Yeah, I had to slow down
Yours
so you
too.
could catch up.
oh, looks like yours too. You got them rolled up a little bit. You can go another 7-8 inches there, my
I
friend.
wanted to pull him over the shoes, but I never had time.
Oh,
That might look like he got kicked out of the fire department.
But he
I
still
had to
slide up and down them poles, though, you know.
Oh yeah. They had to let him go because he was walking backwards with the holes.
Can you tell I'm so
Yeah.
vain?
All right, that's so. Animals.
Where people build YouTube, hammering down all day, still dirty, you know how we do.
Yes, sir.
Rubber pants, the barefoot bottoms, Nike special,
You got a contact.
rocking it.
Custom
When the
sizes.
coattails come along.
You know, it's your boy running my running shoes. Oh,
Yeah, been getting them flex on the road lately.
got my new pants on. Came with the belt again.
Yes, sir.
Got my OG shirt. Let it burn, baby.
Bell in the house, let me get down. Woo! Rocking that, Nike Pro. Professional always, golf. I don't play, but I still can crank a ball or two. LA Lakers till I DIE. You gotta get all 6 players, Brooklyn, to beat LeBron? 6? Check these kicks out. On fire, up in here, it's burning, I'm on fire. I know you guys just came for the songs, but these kicks is fucking immaculate. Shout out love for my Christmas present. Let's go.